adding another layer to the weight that had been pressing down on Gin since she'd left the house that morning. Banister Falls, Wisconsin, population 8,112, wasn't exactly a hotspot of excitement for an 18-year-old girl, or her 36-year-old mother, if anyone was asking. But it was Raine's senior year, and she was the one who'd made Gin promise they would stay put until graduation. Even though the thought of staying in one place for more than a few months left Gin with what Raine liked to call the turtleneck sweater syndrome. Gin didn't like turtlenecks. They were uncomfortable, tight, like someone's hands were wrapped around her throat, cutting off her air. And Gin needed to breathe. 1, 2... Gin's head snapped up and her gaze met Sue's, fascinated and terrified as to what would happen if her boss actually made it to 3. "Raine wasn't feeling good when I left for work," she blurted. "So?" "She said it was cramps." Hormones, a girl's get-out-of-jail-free card. "But you don't believe her." "I should." Except Gin had seen the statistics on eating disorders in teenage girls. As she'd hovered outside the bathroom door, it sounded like Raine had been throwing up. On the way to the diner, Gin had taken an inventory of the food she'd seen Raine eat over the past few days. Tuna melts for supper, a bagel with cream cheese for breakfast. The girl loved carbs. But Raine had turned down the slice of lemon meringue pie Gin brought home from work the night before. Sue snapped her fingers under Gin's nose. "Hello, still having a conversation here." "I think she might be bulimic." There, she had said it out loud. But saying the word didn't make her feel better. Now Gin felt as if she were going to be sick. "Bulimic, huh?" Sue fished a pack of Camels from the pocket of her stained apron and struck it against the side of the table in a blatant disregard for the grease-spattered "no smoking" sign that divided the salt and pepper shakers. Gin's fingers twitched. She'd quit years ago, but fear had the power to resurrect a small contingent of nostalgic, nicotine-loving cells. Raine's always been thin, but she's never obsessed about her weight the way some girls do. She suddenly remembered that Raine hadn't asked for lunch money the day before. "Morning sickness?" The question slammed into Gin. Her entire body jerked from the impact. Sue! The older woman didn't flinch. "Just a question. My first-grade teacher said there was no such thing as a stupid one." Except that one. No matter that she was speaking to her boss, Gin wasn't in the mood to be polite. Raine wouldn't. She isn't even dating anyone, for Pete's sake. She has a friend. They worked together on a school project a few months ago, but that's it. Sue opened her mouth, closed it again. "What?" "None of my business." Now it was none of her business? Gin's eyes narrowed. "Do you know something?" "Yeah." Sue's voice was as dry as an AA meeting. "Teenage girls who claim that a guy is just a friend." "This one is. Trust me, he's not the type that would get Raine's attention, or hold it." Gin had met Cody Bennett once, and he could be the poster child for small-town middle America, clean-cut, upright, and green as a cornstalk. "Whatever you say." "Raine's a great kid," Gin persisted. "She has goals, dreams." Sue pursed her lips and blew a plume of gray smoke into the air, shrugged. "So did we." Chapter 2. 4 Missed Calls. Dan Moretti frowned as he scrolled through the list of phone numbers, all from Evie Bennett and all within the past few hours. He was about to press number 1 on speed dial when Hopper Jones, the youngest member of the crew, poked his head around the partition that separated Dan's sleeping quarters from the rest. "Evie called while you were gone. Twice." Hopper's teasing smile, all but hidden under the tangle of rusty barbed wire he insisted on calling a mustache, warned Dan that the news had already circulated through the fire station. Adrenaline spiked, heating the blood that pulsed through Dan's veins as he downloaded the information. "Did she say